The conference room was a masterpiece of glass and steel, suspended 30 floors above the pulsing heart of Manhattan. A deal worth $50 million was on the verge of being sealed between an American tech tycoon, Richard Caldwell, and a powerful investor from Eastern Europe. Cameras were off. Voices were low. Every word mattered. In the center, standing quietly between the two men, was the translator, a sharply dressed, confident man named Victor. He had been interpreting the negotiation flawlessly for weeks. Smooth. Precise. Essential. No one questioned him. But just as Richard leaned forward to shake hands, a small, trembling voice echoed from the back of the room. "Wait, please. Something's wrong." All eyes turned. It was a young woman, barely 20, wearing a plain blue shirt and jeans. She looked completely out of place amidst the tailored suits and crystal water glasses. The room fell into stunned silence. "Who are you?" Richard asked, confused, almost annoyed. "My name is Alina," she said, stepping forward. Her voice shook, but her eyes were steady. "I clean this building in the evenings. I wasn't supposed to be here, but I overheard. I speak both languages. And, he's not translating what the investor is really saying." The translator, Victor, froze. His confident smile cracked. Richard raised a brow. "Excuse me." Alina swallowed hard. "He's twisting the words. The investor didn't agree to the manufacturing clause. He's being misled. This deal, it's not what you think it is." The room exploded with tension. The investor's aide, seated beside him, asked something urgently in their native language. Alina responded, quickly, fluently, and the aide's eyes widened in shock. Richard turned slowly to Victor. "Is that true?" Victor stammered, then bolted for the door. Security tackled him before he made it past the threshold. In the chaos that followed, Alina sat silently in the corner, unnoticed. She didn't want praise. She just couldn't let someone be tricked, not when she could do something. Richard finally approached her, still trying to piece everything together. "How did you know?" Alina hesitated, then said, "My father was a journalist. He taught me languages. We moved here after he disappeared. We never had much. I took this job to help my mom." Richard studied her carefully. "You just saved a company, and a fortune." She shook her head. "I just told the truth." He smiled faintly. Then, out of nowhere, he pulled out his phone. "What are you doing?" Alina asked. "I'm calling 911, Richard said. "Not for the translator, we already have security on that. I'm calling them for you." She blinked. "Why?" "Because someone like you doesn't belong cleaning floors. You belong somewhere you can make a difference. And I happen to fund a scholarship program for brilliant minds. Consider this your emergency exit from the life you've been stuck in." Alina's eyes welled with tears. I don't know what to say. Just say you'll use your voice, again and again." Weeks later, a press release swept through media outlets. "Deals saved by Janitor's daughter, multimillionaire sponsors her future." The investor publicly thanked Alina for her honesty. The translator was arrested for attempted fraud and corporate espionage. But what people didn't see was Alina walking into her first college class, nervous but hopeful. They didn't see the way her mother cried when she held the scholarship letter. Or how Richard, now a mentor and friend, proudly introduced her to leaders who once wouldn't have looked twice. It all began with a moment of courage, one girl, one truth, one voice that refused to be silent.